Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Razovy, and today I'm going to talk about the Case Study of Vanitas. This is an anime that is all about vampires and about, what makes a good vampire, makes a bad vampire, good and evil, and that kind of stuff. And you're actually currently watching the 3-episode rule show, so as you guys hopefully know, if you have at least kept up with this channel, that means that I have watched the first 3 episodes of this anime, and that I'm actually going to decide whether or not I will continue watching this anime. Now, the Case Study of Vanitas started out okay. It didn't start out bad. Like, for example, in my last 3-episode rule show video, which was about Tokyo Revengers, top right of the screen right now, by the way, I didn't really feel any connection to the cast whatsoever, to the main character, to the other characters. I just didn't care. I really felt like I was watching an anime that was badly written, at least the first episode. But then after the second episode, I actually started to feel more engaged with the story. And once I watched the third episode, I was hooked, and I actually wanted to see what else was going to happen in Tokyo Revengers. I was really interested to see, what is going to happen next. And the Case Study of Vanitas actually was kind of the opposite. I watched the first episode, and I was like, okay, so this is, this feels good. The art style is beautiful, and the animation is amazing. So I was like, this is going places. You know what I mean? Like I watched the first episode and it was interesting. I did like the main characters. They seemed very interesting. So I was like, I'm definitely going to watch all of the 3 episodes in one go, right? With Tokyo Revengers, for example, I watched the first episode and then kind of doubted whether or not I should continue watching. So a couple of days later, I watched the rest, the other 2. But with this one, I watched all 3 in one sitting. And to be honest, it's not for me. It's not an anime that I enjoy. And this surprised me a ton. While I was incredibly surprised that I liked Tokyo Revengers so much, I'm also very surprised that I don't like this anime, that I don't like the Case Study of Vanitas. Now, it's not bad. What I've seen so far, it's not horrible. I have seen anime, the first 3 episodes of anime that I was like, wow, are they serious? That's not the case with this anime whatsoever. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not interested. I watched the first episode, which kind of piqued my interest. It's also made by Square Enix, which I really like Square Enix. I especially like their games, so, I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, produced by Square Enix. Must be a good story. And then I watched the second episode, and I was like, wow, so this is what the main characters are? This is their connection? Like, this is their, the way that they talk and the way that they act? Am I supposed to take the story seriously? Is the story more of a joke? Or is it like a mix? But to be honest, if it's supposed to be a mix, then like I'll be honest with you, it's not clicking for me. When I checked the genres in AnyList, I actually saw that it's a drama / mystery / supernatural. So I don't really see a comedy tag, yet I see a lot of comedy intertwined within the story. And it doesn't click with me at all. And the so-called drama that is supposed to be there also didn't really click with me. Taking Tokyo Revengers, since I made a video about it, I'll just use that as an example. When I saw the first episode, and there was also drama in the first episode, it actually kind of made me laugh because I thought it was so stupid. And then eventually the drama, caught up with me basically, and I actually started to feel like it mattered, like the story mattered, the drama mattered. I started to care. And the short bits of comedy that were actually in Tokyo Revengers made sense for me. With Vanitas, like I said, it's the opposite. It started out what I thought was quite strong, and then for some reason, like the comedy didn't really click with me. The story itself, I'll be completely honest with you, I didn't really care about the vampire stuff. Like for example, in episode 2, there's this fight, right? There's this fight between between the main protagonist and his vampire friend, and then 2 other vampires, a kid and a woman. And when I saw that, and I was like, okay, so this is the main battle, right? This is gonna hook us, right? It didn't hook me whatsoever. And then the battle was beautiful. Don't get me wrong, the battle was beautifully animated. Truly, it was awesome. such a beautiful anime, but then the story in itself and the the suspension that you're supposed to feel, I didn't feel it whatsoever. And that's a personal thing. You know what I mean? That's not, I'm not trying to say that if you did feel that suspension and if you did feel that way, that's wrong. That's not what I'm trying to say here, because it's such a personal thing. Like this channel, this Razovy Revive channel, is such a personal thing of me. Like, I'll be sharing my thoughts about every show that I watch, and sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. With my other channel, with my Razovy channel, it's all about how-to. So there's no true opinion in those videos. Well, sometimes, but barely. But with this channel, I will have to share my opinion, and that's what it is, an opinion. It's not fact, but this anime didn't catch up with me whatsoever. It doesn't click at all. And I think the two main reasons for me, at least, but again, personal note, I don't like the two main protagonists. I feel like they are directly coming from like a shoujo manga, if you know what I mean. And I am not into shoujo manga whatsoever. Like, that doesn't interest me at all. I have read shoujo manga and seen shoujo anime before, and some of them are awesome, but most of them don't stick for me. So I don't really like the main protagonists. And frankly, the story in itself, I'll be honest, I don't think it's interesting. It's not interesting for me. Again, does that mean that therefore you shouldn't like it either? Absolutely not. It's very highly rated. It's like at this point in time, it's like the 28th or 27th highest rated anime of 2021, and it's in a late stage. So the fact that it's high rated, that means something. People like it, but no, I don't. I'm sorry. It's not something that I enjoy. So yeah, the story doesn't stick with me, and the main characters don't stick with me either. Now, there are positives, like I said. The animation is gorgeous. It's an amazing, truly amazing looking anime, and the voice acting is also really good. I'm not sure about the dub. I haven't watched the dub. No clue if that's good. But the Japanese voice actors, they did an amazing job on this, and you can see that the production value, you can see that Studio Bones made this, you know what I mean? Like, it's good. You can see that the animation and stuff is amazing. But just because something looks good doesn't mean that therefore it is good. And if you do feel that way, then that's fine. But that's definitely not the way that I look at animation or anime in general. I prefer a good story over good animation. And if it's both, that's like that. That's perfect. But this is this anime, the Case Study of Vanitas, I dropped it after the 3rd episode. However, I am very curious to hear from you guys. What you think. Is a story about a young vampire and basically this human that tried to help other vampires, is that something that you care about? Is that something you think is interesting? Or is it something that you truly, like me, don't care about at all, and that only the animation is a good thing? I'm very curious to hear what you guys think, truly. So leave it down in the comment section below. Now, whether you agree with me or not, that is perfectly fine. Like, I'm not saying that I don't want to read only things that, I agree with you. No, I don't care about that. If you don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine. But what I want to know from you is, if you like this show, what do you like about it? And if you didn't like it like I do, then what are the flaws of this show? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this video was useful for you, or that you at least liked it. This 3-episode roll show video, I make these every Tuesday, so there's also a playlist. I'll link it probably right now on the top right of the screen or something, where you can watch all of the 3-episode roll show videos, and I just hope that it was awesome to watch. Anyway, or at least to listen. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I was Razovy, you were you, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.